How is everybody?
Good, how are you?
Good. Oh my, I've not seen that before.
It's a very cool evening collective.
I'm sorry? Oh, thanks. Thank you so much.
So, Lois Lane, not the usual Lois Lane.
No,
Okay, well, we'll see tonight.
I'll tell you.
Tonight. What were your thoughts going into it, and then what were your thoughts after you saw the script in terms of the character?
Here's the thing. I never saw the script. I just went in and Andrea Romano, our director, our voice director, told me line by line, okay, this is what's going on. And I didn't know, I was like, what is happening? I'm confused. Because this movie is an alternate reality. Everyone's origin story is different. So who they are as Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, they are very different from the characters that I know and have seen. So I was pretty confused, except that Lois Lane is still doing her thing. Our superheroes are altered, and Lois Lane believes that they are villains, and she does not like Superman at all. She does not believe him. She thinks he's full of crap, and she's busting him on it. So being in a dark sound recording booth, like on a Tuesday afternoon alone, and reading those lines, I was like, what? Am I supposed to talk to him like that? Do I want to be kind of like cute about it? Or are we flirting or what? So I saw the movie right before I came here and was like, what? I still don't know what's going on until, I'm not allowed to say, I keep blowing it. I'm in trouble already. I'm not supposed to say stuff. What happens?
What did you say that got you into trouble?
I got really excited when they sent me a picture of Lois Lane, the animated still of Lois Lane, and so I tweeted, hey, who's the new Lois Lane? It's me, you guys. See you at Comic-Con. And Gary emailed me like, oh, you need to call me right now. I was like, oh no, because he sent it to me. I thought, I'm allowed to talk about it, right? I mean, I get to be Lois Lane in like a line of outstanding Lois Lanes. I get to be part of this incredible thing. And he said, you weren't supposed to say we were going to Comic-Con. They haven't announced it yet. And I was like, oh man, I'm really sorry. She's kind of a dumb actress. You sent me a picture. I got real excited.
You weren't afraid that they were going to fire and rehire the character?
I'm still scared they're going to fire me and recast the character.
Okay, you're playing Lois Lane, one of the most important female characters in the last 75 years.
Thank you.
She's brilliant, she's intense.
Yes.
And she pushes so much of DC's story. How was that? And do you feel a certain amount of when you're playing?
Yeah, a lot. And it's also specific to this. I know Dana Delaney, and she had been, and so that freaked me out. So I was like, wait, where's Dana? I really like her. Like, I run into her and I'm like, babe, what are you doing? And we hang out. So I was confused, like, does she not want to do it? But following in her footsteps, doing anything. And for me, growing up, like, my Superman is Christopher Reeve and Margot Kidder, and she's like, in my head of that's who my Lois Lane is. It's a little scary and exciting, and every actor, every single actor, we're all like damaged. Clearly, this is what we want to do for a living. We're all afraid someone is going to be like, you do not belong here. We're all afraid someone's going to say, you're an imposter. You're not good enough to be doing this. And now I'm afraid that you're all going to say it in unison. You should not be Lois Lane, because it is like really exciting. That's why I got in trouble tweeting about it. I was bragging.
So did they tell you to get your preconceived notions of the character and take it every direction, or because this is the same kind of character to ground it for fans in this alternate reality to kind of keep familiar, if it's familiar, look at your face?
I had done a couple of Lois Lanes for the web series Gods and Monsters. So I had already sort of established the character, which is really just me talking and being a newscaster, because that's what she's doing in that universe. But she had to remain the same Lois Lane. for the audience to see how all of our superheroes are different and what those new altered origin stories are and how they became that way. Lois had to stay the same, and the president of the United States is, it's interesting. It's good. It's really good. To a certain extent, yeah. Because so many other people are altered. I think Lois is the human that allows humanity to see how this world is altered.
Was there, like, who did you primarily get influence of from the previous Lois Lane? How did you form the
I had to hope that they didn't make a mistake and that they wanted me to do what I do again. So I didn't try to mimic anyone or incorporate anything that anyone had done before, because I can't imitate Dana Delaney. She did what she did and she's great. So I just did what I do. Maybe I'm lazy. Should I have done something?
Like, did you ever go into this? Who were your favorite? Did you have a favorite Lois?
Mine was Margot Kidder, because that was what imprinted on me when I was a kid. Because that was the movie that I grew up with. So to me, I think, well, I guess, I can snap around in my heels through the office and get the scoop, and I love it.
Lois is also well known for her romantic entanglements, and they differ depending on the version.
Correct.
Is there any romance for Lois in this film? And can you say it is? Romance? Can you at least say if there's romance?
Is the question of romance with Lois and Superman?
The question is there any romance in any way? See?
If the answer
No,
was
I mean,
no, you would
okay.
have said it.
Okay, this is not for anything on publication, whatever. But I watch it and I think he's almost kind of trying to appeal to her.
It's a little sassy. There's a little sass,
Yeah. But then again, I think her and Superman have a little weird thing there too. So I don't know. I think he's getting all the women. He even goes after like Luthor. So I don't know.
Oh wow.
I'm kidding. Never.
Yeah.
No way. That's the stuff.
Yeah.
You know what acting is? Nothing I do.
Aww.
That's talent.
How much of your own personality did you put into the character?
Probably 80%. I'm just making that up. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because really honestly, voice acting is it's just, I know she's going to be drawn. Like, I played Lana Lang in another one of these, and I was a very large blonde lady, and I didn't know. That was shocking to see, and I was like, wow, maybe I would have done my voice differently. I don't know, but it all gets put together after we do our job. So I guess it's like probably 95% me. I don't know.
Andrea or the ones that told you, balancing yourself versus what they want to do?
They hire me for the tone of my voice and speaking quickly and being able to, I get excited to talk fast and be loud. It's very physical, like if you have to be running and saying something, I like doing it. But it's really about, she knows in her head the tone that she needs for, is Lois angry? Is she being flirty? Is she ducking debris? And that's what you have to bring, because it's only half. I'm just doing the voice. Then they'll add what physically she is. So I just do what Andrea tells me. It's very different from acting on film.
So they don't actually give you any type of production art or anything when you first go in?
None.
Recording.
No.
And it's all just verbal direction?
Correct. And she'll say, this skyscraper is coming down. Because once we do our main character voice, then we go through and do all the people screaming or fighting or running. So she'll just say, the building's falling and you're going to be crushed in a second. Give me 4 screams. and you do all the screaming at the end of the day because then you'll blow out your voice. So then you scream for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then she'll say, "I need people crying," and then you you cry for a little while.
So you mentioned earlier that you were surprised at how different her rapport with Superman was
Yes.
in this. So was that like hard for you to actually work that into it because you know Lois and Superman's relationship before this so well?
Correct. That's why I was confused.
Right. So was it hard for you to actually like talk back to a character that you know in another universe they love each other? So how did
Yes,
you? Yeah.
because I didn't understand what was happening, and I thought maybe they had a fight. Like, I didn't know if they broke up, like they had a bad dinner and they got into a fight. But I just did what Andrea told me to do, and it makes sense. You'll see. It makes sense. Thanks so much, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.